All right, Mr. Arrindell, first of all, condolences on the loss of your wife and this unfortunate incident. Walk us through, as best as you can, what exactly happened.
Well, I received a text message a couple of days prior about a special document that I need to pick up. So, the person set up the meeting for the location in Dutch Quarter, French Quarter. But I said, no, it's best that we meet in Kupakoi area. And then I went to Kupakoi area. We was driving. I put a Kupakoi, so person drive around, go up, park on the side of the video. There's a video circulating.
Yeah, so that video is actually what actually happened.
Yeah, so they never wanted to murder my wife. They wanted to assassinate me, political assassination. So pretty much they shot at the car, and my wife got shot at. I got shot in my back. I got shot in my back.
And how was that? Because based on how
the bullet went into the side of the door, went into the door, hit on the inside of the car and hit me in my back right here. The bullet is still inside me. And then I got grazed here as well.
So it's on this side. So on the other side, the bullet is on the other side?
The other bullet is on this side. And then I got grazed here as well. And I think a bullet hit my wife as well. And then there was another bullet that hit the back of the car, but my candidate is the one that shielded my daughter, else that bullet would hit her head. So for me, this political assassination attempt on my life
let's go back before we get to that.
Yeah.
When you drove to the person who you were supposed to meet, because we noticed your wife came out of the vehicle.
My wife said to me, baby, let me go get the documents, because she didn't want me to go. Because if I did go, the type of gun the person is using, they really come there to kill. This is a 45, 35, according to some ballistic expert that is telling me they come to shoot.
So was it that she was concerned, or that you were concerned that there could be a security risk here? Or?
No, we wasn't totally concerned, because we're not living on an island of that type of security concern. Now we are living in that type of security concern. I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not in the underworld. I do politics. So why would someone wants to murder me? Why? What is the reason why you want to assassinate me?
So she decided, okay, you don't need to go.
She said, baby, let me go take the documents. Right. Baby, let me go take the documents. Okay, good. So she went out, but when she went to the car, the guy never shot at her. The guy never shot at her. The guy was shooting at me. But what happened when she got back into the car, I guess one of the bullet crossfire hit her. And I was just driving fast.
I noticed when the person came out of the car, went to the other side.
No, he went at the trunk.
The trunk, right.
He hit the trunk. So he acting like he's doing something so that we just don't drive off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. I should have driven off already. But either or, they had plans to kill me.
Was there any conversation? Because I noticed when she went back in the car, she was there for some time. He was there for some time.
He's probably told her, like, give me a minute, let me go get it. He wasn't looking to kill her. Give me a minute, let me go get it. He never thought that. He thought that...
when you went back in the car?
He thought that I was going to come out of the car. And then he would have popped me. I would have been dead right now. And the story would have been different.
Did you get to see who the person was?
No, I did not get to see who the person was, but we, based upon the streets And based upon the indications around, some people pitching ideas there, ideas here, but we don't know. We let in the investigation. We don't know.
Has the police spoken to you yet?
Yeah, I mean, the police speaking to me every day. I think the police is making sure that I'm not going to retaliate.
I'm sure you, and it is kind of insensitive, but I'm sure you've been seeing some of the comments on social media and what people are saying.
Yes.
There's some people who are casting aspersions on you, saying that you had something to do with it, it's staged, it's planned.
I'm a millionaire. And I'm a famous person, so I'm part of the Illuminati as well. Yeah, I'm part of this devilish concept. Yeah, we don't focus on that. My daughter don't have a mother anymore. Me, I'm continuing my life without a partner. There is so much aspects of me. I don't worry about what people are saying on social media. When you're a celebrity, people talk about you. When you live your life, people have all kinds of things to say. And the critics, they run out of things to say. But how can you say that when I lost my wife, my partner, and my daughter lost her mother? So at the end of the day, there's a big void in my life.
There's some who are saying, and in the aftermath of the incident, that you should tone down your rhetoric, that you call this upon yourself because you're saying that your arguments or your speeches are inflammatory and is encouraging violence. What do you say to that?
Would you like me to take revenge, Andre? You think St. Maarten can sustain the revenge that I can bear upon this nation? Would you like me to? That's a question for you. I have indication where it comes from. Would you like me to? So that's the answer. That's the answer that I'm going to give those who are saying that. I call it upon myself. I should tone down. So what I should do, give up on my people.
Will you?
It's up to
do you think the arguments that you're making is a fair argument, or is it
someone murder your wife and try to assassinate you? Why do you think there is so much security around me? Do you think the security is so much for me, or the security is so much for the protection of St. Maarten? Because at the end of the day, I am St. Maarten. I am the future of St. Maarten. So what do you think? You see, my state of mind right now is peace. And win this election. And run this country. And get it going. My wife is my guardian angel. She saved my life. That's the truth. That's the reality. But if the critics would like it in another format, we can. Because in Haiti, we are accustomed of this. They will turn up this place for you. You understand? Because they don't know where Sabine come from. So if I don't tell people in Haiti, no, peace, relax, take it easy, okay, don't worry about it. No, my country is not this. A brother came. It's like, Olivier, I feel naked. His name is Olivier, my name is Olivier. I feel naked because I don't got nothing on me. This place, y'all ain't find nothing yet? Y'all ain't find this man yet? Y'all ain't do nothing yet in this man? So these are the way how people are talking in Haiti, how people are talking in Miami, how people are talking in Congo, how people are talking around the Caribbean. Because that is the human nature around this. Because it is a political assassination. So what means every political organization can be considered a suspect of paying a person to try to assassinate.
Before I ask you about that, I do want to ask this. You just said that your message now is peace.
Yeah, it's peace.
So does that mean that, and again, based on what the critics are saying, you're going to change the way you...
You know, I'm going to confess something to you.
Yes.
There was a young man that made a threat to me. that is going to kill me, or I should have been dropped, I was going to see that young man. I was going to. My wife said, I know, baby, that doesn't. My wife always been the one to calm me down. You don't know what I'm capable of. They don't know what I'm capable of. But every political organization is a suspect because someone paid him to assassinate me because of information they think I have or supposedly have, or is it an assassination because the people of St. Martin wants me to be their prime minister?
So that's my next question. What evidence do you have that this is a political assassination attempt?
What evidence do I have?
Yes.
I'm not a drug dealer. I'm not in the underworld. I have no one, enemies that wants to assassinate me for any business activity that I'm involved in. And on top of that, you said it. Social media say I call it upon myself with all of my political rhetoric. You said it. Yeah? So I need evidence to obviously see what is factual. All I'm doing right now is I'm just monitoring all the condolences that comes in from certain political organizations. Simple. I believe the authorities know as well. They know.
Well,
but for me and my wife would not want that. For me, my wife always wants peace. She always shield me away because she know what I'm capable of. I don't know if you remember that altercation I had in the census office when the police officer, I was up in his face. She was the one in the middle. I said, bro, don't be pushing my wife and all of that. He said, no, she's not pushing me because she knows the way I'm at. So when the Dominican Republic, which I'm a guy that is respectable in that society, is upset, Haiti is upset. The Haiti diaspora is upset because Sabine is just not a regular person. She's a humble woman, doesn't like materialistic stuff. No matter how much of expensive things I bought her, she always liked to remain on the other side. She was a balance for me, So for me, for people to be talking all of this rhetoric, ask yourself a question. What would you do? Do you want revenge? Or do you want us to have peace, tranquility, build back up the confidence in St. Martin, run this country on the political stand that we plan to do? So the person who paid that person to murder me, I don't know how they're going to get a refund.
The police haven't publicly said, or at least from what they've indicated so far and what the Prime Minister said yesterday, is that there is no indication at this time that is politically motivated.
The Prime Minister is talking out of his ass, excuse my English. He's talking craziness because they don't want it to be in similarity to what has transpired in Curacao. The police know it's a political assassination attempt. I don't need to tell you what kind of confidentiality conversation I'd be having with the investigators. Because, okay, then if
so you have an indication from them that it is.
If it's not a political assassination attempt, then why do you want Olivier dead? They wanted me to come to the French side. They wanted me to come to French Quarter. So if I was in French Quarter, then you could have said, oh, that's not a political assassination, but I'm not done. I said, no, come to that side.
And why did you choose Kupakoy as opposed to somewhere else?
Because in Kupakoy, I know there's cameras in every corner because that's where rich people live. So all over corners will have camera, even night cameras, even no matter how dark it is, there is camera. Around there's so much cameras and different type of stuff. That's why. And I chose an area. Actually, I chose right in front of Porto Kupakoy. But what happened is the person drove off. What should I have done is never drove off. And if you see in the video, they came from the direction of the French side. right? And now they're going back to the direction of that.
So you think the killers may have come from the friend side? Or?
All I saw is one person. I don't know if it's more than two.
Okay.
I sincerely believe it's one person. He acted like he went around, blah, 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 one person.
After you drove off,
After I fly off,
well, you headed to Maho.
Maho, because Maho was the closest place where there was a lot of people. We can get the ambulance, we can get help right away.
What happened after? Because there's also questions as to what happened when you arrived at Maho. Did you leave your wife in the car?
When I arrived at Maho, my wife was in the car. My daughter, who didn't get shot, is my first priority. I had to keep her calm. Friends.
How did she react when the shooting happened, your daughter?
She was scared, but it's based upon me, how I move. When we got to Maho, when I jumped out the car, I was bawling out, help, help. And then everybody comes around. There was a lady there that knows me very well. Everybody knows me, and they start calling 911, police, ambulance, and all of that. My wife is in the car. And then there was a tourist that said, oh yeah, she's dead. My daughter turned around and said, is she dead? She dead? I went by her, I touched her pulse. I said, no, baby, she's not dead. She's not dead, baby.
Wait, did you feel a pulse at that time?
Yes, she was already gone. So it was a matter to make sure that at this point, at this present moment between you and I, she doesn't know.
How old is she?
10. So it's a process.
How is she dealing with it now? I mean, at least from what she knows.
Based upon how I react, that's why I cannot show emotions in front of her. That's why we're having this interview in this corner, and certain words we're whispering. You understand? But
and I guess you keep her off social media and all that as well.
She don't do social media anyway, so.
What does this mean for you and the campaign, for your party, for your candidates? Because I take it that if this happened to you, then your candidates are also on high alert.
But yeah, I mean, my candidates are good. It's me who's the one that's trying to keep them calm. Andre, it's because of Sabine, I decided to choose the road of peace. Else I would have turned up this place. Like I told you, every political party who oppose OMC, there's only one political leader that came up to me, look at me sincerely in my face, in the parliament. You can check the parliament video. He told me about Olivier, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I don't got nothing to do with this. And the only political leader that sent me a message on my phone telling me condolences by Olivier, I don't got nothing to do with this. Your wife body over by us. The police ain't got it. That's Mr. Franklin Moyers. I don't got nothing to do with
so
this.
Is it only political leader contacted you directly?
Yeah, that's it. I ain't got nothing to do with this. No, personally.
Oh, he saw you personally?
Yeah. In Parliament, because I went to Parliament the following day to choose my number, or my party number, and then on top of that, the color of the party. And he's the only one. Nobody
else has contacted you.
So which means Sarah Westcott Williams did the political part of as Parliament. We wanted some condolences and blah blah blah. And then Lyndon Lewis did the same thing in the newspaper. Right? It's what you call normal political
and the Prime Minister
procedure.
Would have done that, yes.
But then at the same time, the Prime Minister said it's not political assassination attempt. Yeah, it is political assassination attempt. But me, tranquilo, man. I'm just smiling. I'm just focusing right now to become the prime minister of this country.
What does this mean for your campaign?
I don't know. I'm just want to get through the election. You know, my wife I've lost. Something can't help my campaign. I don't know what this help my campaign. Come on, I lost my wife. You still have yours. You know, I lost mine. We've been together for 9 years. I mean, I was gonna do a civil ceremony here in St. Martin as well after the election. My wife loved this country. So.
Lastly, I take it you have increased your security.
I didn't increase my security. The government provided
security for you.
The security because this is what they have to do a long time. Me, I don't have a problem. I could have flying some fellas now. So the government, obviously they know that. We got boys ready to come. I told you already, my wife asked for peace. So I decided to take the peace. So therefore, they provided it for my security, but we are on the retroactive to figure of speech. You know, let's turn the twist around. So yes, when does this security stop? Was the threat against my life stop?
I guess after elections, maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Lastly,
depending on how much seats we get and whatnot.
Yeah.
But you know, I never thought that we will ever need security in St. Martin.
Which takes me to my next question, which is, how do you view St. Martin after this? I mean,
me, if I'm elected, I've learned a lot by being in the police arena. I think a lot of people misunderstand the police organization. They need help, a lot of help. And I'm gonna have a zero tolerance against violence in this country. And we're just gonna ransack it. So, St. Martin is my country, it's my home, it's Oualichi. So how do I view it? Do I hate what has happened? Yes. I hate it. But how do you want me to view it? I'm the first attempted murder, political leader, assassination that is against corruption. At least the Dutch newspapers in the Netherlands got it correct. And guess what? I lost my wife. So right now, those who wants to have the 5-minute fame and 10-minute fame or sacrifice this and the Illuminati this or the artist them, it is normal. I'm a celebrity.
What's normal? You mean the talk or?
The talk is normal because I'm a celebrity. You know, so. But some people say Jesus don't exist. Some people say Jesus exists. So if you ask a Christian if Jesus exists, they tell you yes. If you ask a non-Christian does he exist, they tell you no. So,
what would you say in just a few words to the public right now?
Vote for me to correct this problem, the problem that's going to come, and the problems of the past. What do you want me to tell the public, man? I mean, what is it you want me to tell the public?
Whatever you want to tell them.
I'm not a words, brother. I'm an energy. You know, so.